Credit Suisse Asset Management returns to ETFs in hokey-cokey move. Credit Suisse Asset Management is re-entering the ETF business 7 years after selling its range to Blackrock. The asset manager is converting a trio of index funds into ETFs to become the CSIF, EA, MSCI USA Blue, CSIF, EA, MSCI USA ESG Leaders Blue and CSIF, EA, MSCI World ESG Leaders Blue Ucits ETFs. The Swiss bank's asset management arm has 90 index funds in its range.Collectively. The ETFs represent approximately 700 million Swiss francs, £555 million, worth of assets. Credit Suisse sold its ETF business to BlackRock in 2013, when assets under management were 16 billion Swiss francs, £13 billion. A press release at the time described the sale as an important strategic step in an industry that requires significant scale. They are doing the hokey-cokey on ETFs, said 7M senior portfolio manager Peter Sleep. First they are in, then they are out, and then they are back in again. Credit Suisse's legacy in ETFs is still evident in the tickers now used by BlackRock, such as the CSPX for the iShares S&P 500 Core ETF or the CSPXJ for the iShares Core MSCI Pacific X Japan ETF. It followed in the footsteps of a number of other investment banks that sold out of the ETF business, including Barclays, which sold iShares to BlackRock in 2009. Fintech's target of CSAM move into ETFsCredit Suisse AM suggested fintechs would be its target client for its fledgling ETF business. Head of EMEA Michel Degen said the business was making a targeted entry into the ETF business. The strategic importance of ETFs will further increase in the future as digital sales platforms gain greater significance. Altus director for wealth Simon Bussy said Credit Suisse AM would be facing much stiffer competition as it re-enters the ETF business after 7 years. Bussy said, Credit Suisse AM must ensure they identify and focus on the future winners. This is not easy in the very busy and much hyped fintech space, and it's worth noting that BMO Global AM recently closed its European ETF business. Credit Suisse AM said in a press release the ETFs would be rolled out in areas where they exhibit efficiency advantages over index funds. Valeria Schmidt-Sesser, pictured, head of Credit Suisse Asset Management Index Solutions, added, "We have been replicating indices with exacting precision for a wide array of asset classes, regions and currencies since 1994, and have been doing the same for ESG sustainability indices for over 2 years now. Through our core business, index funds, we have the critical mass and possess the technology and expertise to provide ETFs in targeted investment segments that supplement our existing offerings." The ETFs will initially be offered on the 6 Swiss exchange, the Borsa Italiana and the Deutsche Börse. For more on this story, visit the news article link.